What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today we're getting to my 5th conference tournament predictions video here out of 32. So still a lot more to go. But here we have the Patriot League conference tournament predictions. This is an interesting conference here, and we'll get into this in the standings, but it is dominated by the top team. The rest of it is all just mixed in with all of these teams. So let's get into this here. Starting out with the standings, number 1 seed is Colgate, who is 16-2 in conference play. As I mentioned, dominating the conference this season. Did just lose to American a couple of games ago, but still they're the number 1 seed. Then the number 2, all the way down at 10-8 in the conference play, is Boston University. Right there. 3 seed, Lafayette, who finishes 10-8, tied. The 4 seed, American, finishing 10-8, tied up. 5 seed is Bucknell, finishing 10-8. Again, tied up right there. So those are the, and then we have, those are the 10-8 teams. That's a 4-way tiebreaker between 2 and 5. Then we get to the 6 seed, which is Lehigh, alone there at 9-9 mark, getting that first round bye. And then number 7, we do have Navy, who finishes 8-10 in conference play. The 8 seed is Army West. Just Army. They do call themselves Army West in the. Oh no. Yeah, Army West Point, but that's just Army. So I'm honestly going to just remove Army West from there so to not get any confusion. But that's Army right there. 9 seed is not Navy. Sorry, guys. We had some things that I must have missaw. But Holy Cross is going to be the 9 seed, which they finished 6-12. Tied with Army right there. And then the 10 seed is Loyola, Maryland, finishing 5-13. Right there. Okay, but that is the standings. Let's get into the predictions now. A big time, point of view here that you got to take into account is that all of these games are not on a neutral site. It'll be dominated, or it'll be held by the higher seed. So American has home field advantage versus Bucknell. Colgate would have home field advantage throughout this whole thing if they win all those. But yeah, that's how it works. So let's get into this here. We're going to start out with the Holy Cross versus Army matchup, the 8 versus a 9 seed. And I do have in this one, it's an even matchup. Or if we take a look at this, Army won the last matchup. I think with it being at home, I got to go with Army there. So give me Army in the win. I think home field advantage would be the factor, but that one could go either way. And then we do have Navy versus Loyola, Maryland. I am going to go with Navy, a team that's on a winning streak here. Loyola, Maryland's the worst team in the conference. So give me Navy in the win. Okay, next round action here on a Thursday. So they do get a little bit of rest. We do have Colgate facing off versus Army. And at home there, you got to go with Colgate. They've been dominant in conference play for a reason. Don't see Army pulling off the upset in that one. And then the next game we will predict here is American versus Bucknell. Again, this one's being played in American. Critical factor there. Bucknell is on a 3-game winning streak right now. American did lose this one. These two met in overtime earlier this year, which American did win. I think, like I said, being played at home, I got to go with American, even with Bucknell being a little bit hot on a 3-game winning streak. Give me American in the win. Next up, we have Boston University versus Navy. 10-8 versus 12-17 or 8-10. in conference play. This could be upset territory. Boston University won earlier this year at home. And then Navy won earlier when Navy was at home. So Navy is not too far off from Boston University, but I am going to go with the 2 seed Boston University. I think that one will be a close one, though. I could see Navy in the upset, but give me Boston U. And then last one here, we have Lafayette versus Lehigh. Lehigh right here beat Lafayette on the road just on a couple Saturdays ago. But then Lehigh did win also in February in a double overtime game. Can Lehigh beat Lafayette 3 times in a row, though? That's the interesting one. I don't think that's going to happen. Lafayette is on a 3-game losing streak, though. That could be a factor. But at home, I am going to go with Lafayette to get their revenge against Lehigh. But I could see the upset. All right, let's go over here into the semifinals. Colgate versus American. This is the one that I think Colgate probably wouldn't want to play, as American just beat them on a previous Saturday, the 24th of February by 2. The other matchup, Colgate dominated American. I do have Colgate winning, but like I said, American could pull off the upset. And then Boston University versus Lafayette. I think this one's pretty easy. Lafayette's a team that I think got an easier matchup versus Lehigh, a game that they should win. But I do have Boston U winning that one to move on for the top 2 seeds into the championship game. So for a spot in the championship, or for the Patriot League Championship, and for a spot in the tournament, we have Colgate versus Boston U. I do have Colgate winning this one. I just think Boston University is getting hot at the right time. But if you look at Colgate, also I just realized I spelled Colgate wrong there. That is not an extra G, but yeah, there you go. But I do have Colgate, the top team of this conference. It's just hard to pick against that when they're 16-2 and then the rest of them are 10-8, 9-9. I mean, it's just hard to pick against that. So give me Colgate to win it all. Like I said, I do think if anyone's going to beat Colgate, I think it's probably going to be American right there, but I don't see it happening. All right, anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the content. Comment down below your prediction. Colgate's been dominating this conference for a while here. Don't think it changes, so give me them. But anyway, guys, peace out.